All right, this is the entity that is stalking as I walk outside of the entrance doors. This is, again, Southwest Airlines, that's vagina monitor. So I'm on the opposite side of this brick wall, walking out of the women's restroom. As I'm walking out, Southwest Airlines is already stalking, monitoring, tracking my steps, which you see visually when you see the fake sun. You also see it through their presence in the path. These are demons that are engaging in stalking you. So while I'm inside on the opposite side of this brick wall where you've seen impossible light activity and they are stalking with light now, the entity is amplifying audible activity, which is, again, compensating for supplementing impossible light activity. But I've also documented, it's on the record, very heavily documented at Alvarado Gardens in LA. The engineer light is gray colored. It's present. I documented that already. The engineer light is regarding the illusion that there's no light, and that's not true. Engineer light is always present and it takes on different colors. So this is gray colored engineer light. That's on the record. I mean, you can look at that with regard to the entity. They're walking in engineer light now. He's monitoring. While I'm walking out, Southwest Airlines is already flying, and the plane Erica, ERIKA, is gang stalking at register number 1. The customer, they're on surveillance cameras, and it's currently 8:16 a.m. They are tracking my steps, walking in front of me, walking out of the exit. Southwest Airlines is flying this way. Erica's crossing path as I'm walking out of the bathroom, walking this way, and Southwest Airlines is meeting right here. And I'm documenting the same ambush conduct while the fake sun is shining, which you already know is rising and setting here, and the entity engaging what is stalking, like what Southwest Airlines is doing at 11 o'clock in the morning, hovering over a habit while I'm standing at the King's Inc., like they're landing right here in front of the subway. I'm documenting Amazon Prime hovering over El Pollo Loco like they're going to land at the same location right here, and there's no airport here. And Amazon Prime and Southwest are stalking me in other cities where they are engaged in the same pattern of targeting and monitoring my vagina. These are the corporate entities that are being federally prosecuted criminally and civilly. They're being prosecuted for treason. They're levying war, and they're doing so with the gang members that are engaging in battery. Like what this entity, Stater Brothers, committed battery last night. I understand how the gang violence is being prosecuted. All right, the entity is engaging in what is physical violence, which I documented Stater Brothers as the entity engaging in. Southwest Airlines is documented engaging in, and they're doing so while they're also poisoning as an entity. While that entity, that's the military that are homosexuals, and the entity is engaging in poisoning me on behalf of the military. The entity is engaging in what is stealing my property, damaging my property, stalking, and engaging in assault and battery with a knife in hand while committing a battery on video. That's the entity, and this is gang violence. And this is the disbanding of the Ontario Police Department. This is what the police departments are engaging in. They're not investigating, they are committing these acts, and they are psychotic while they are under the guise of being law enforcement, that is combating that which is unlawful, while they are actually engaged in what is unlawful, and it is surveillance, and they commit murder and kidnappings pursuant to that surveillance. It is currently 8:18 a.m. This is relevant to the entity walks in the bathroom, sex offenders that are poisoning me, that are obsessed with my vagina, and then are hostile because I put those facts on the internet and then commit a battery, which is what you're looking at last night. This lesbian that's approaching in an aggressive manner, this is an adolescent is what it looks like. And this adolescent is afraid to get beat up, is why she's running like she's looking so bold. No, she has a knife in her hand, and this is why she's fearful of the fact she's going to get beat up. But I'm not into beating up kids, and I'm also not here to be fighting. The entity's going to prison for that. They're going to federal prison, and they're the lesbians that are mad because I put those facts on the internet, however. And I documented that violence that 7MVG563 committed on video. Okay, they're engaging in stalking right now. This is pacing, going in this direction and going in this direction. And they're mentally ill with the entity that has no terminals. Southwest Airlines is Terminal 4. They're stalking. License plate 7MNX420, and they're psychotic while they're supposed to be doing this as strangers, and this is supposed to be the same criminal conduct that makes an American citizen look crazy, and that's also why they're being subject to martial law. 9 Edward Charlie Paul 526. They are engaged in this pattern of conduct, and David Quinones is going to prison. Okay, this is the P.O.C. A grocery store that's engaging in surveillance is one that is a threat to the public. And Stater Brothers, especially after I get done prosecuting them criminally, civilly, they will not exist anymore. And that's particular with regard to martial law. This is P.O.C. bathroom monitoring. It's 8:19 a.m.